It's Mendoza.
What's going on, brother? Mexi, how you doing, my guy?
What's good, bro? You know how it is. And today we got a special one with the homie Legendary Sannin. Give it
Oh
up for the
yeah,
homie. Let's
oh yeah,
go.
yo. Appreciate you popping up in here, my guy. Thank you for giving us your
No,
time.
thank you for having me. We would just be chilling.
Hell yeah, yeah. We'll talk about we'll get into conversation about everything we can. We like to talk about family a lot here, especially being Chicanos in America, and how it affects our family and how it affects our jobs and how it affects life in general, and how we're treated from one way to the other way. I
And
mean,
just the different experiences from Chicanos being in different states. Like the homie here's from Illinois, bro. Like the only brown guy out there. You know what
Yeah,
it's I mean, unless I go to
good.
Chicago, then I go to Chicago, I feel like I'm home.
I'm saying?
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But down here where I'm at, dude, if I go to a Mexican restaurant, I can hear these guys talking shit and I laugh. Because they don't
how
think,
could you not?
yeah, they don't think that anybody in that restaurant understands them. So I laugh my ass off. And my wife looks at me all the time and said, they're talking, ain't they? I say, yes, they are.
Let's do this shit,
Yeah.
bro. Let's get into this,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Let's go.
All right, brother. Yeah, let's do this.
Because first and foremost, dude, the homie Legendary Signing I've known for a good while. Um, I know that I brought up in the past, like when I was doing my way gaming, some charity stuff, bro. This guy right here, man, like literally in the chat, just came up and freaking raised up his hand, just like he raised up his hand and became a service member for the U.S. Army, bro. He straight did just that to help nonprofits, bro. So this guy's a legend. The legendary signing is like, there's a reason why he's got the name. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, homie. What's going on, bro? Right now, I know that right now you're currently enlisted in the army and you just moved from the state you were living in. I'm sure that was tough. I'd love to get to know more about that. But before we get into your service, bro, get down with it. What was life as a Chicano, homie, growing up, and what state did you grow up in? If you could share that first and foremost.
The state I'm from Cali, San Bernardino,
You're from Cali,
California.
okay?
That
Right,
IE.
right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you
Um,
from IE? That's
yeah,
right. We from the fucking same place, bro. Okay.
yeah, from San Bernardino. The,
Yeah.
the
That's crazy,
I
bro. It's been a minute.
yeah,
It's been a minute.
it has been a minute. Yeah, I mean, growing up Chicano was I would say tough. I mean, you got what is it that the Selena movie when Abraham was like, you had to be Chicano for the Mexicans and you had to be white for the white people. It's the same thing. Like nothing changed.
Bro, that's
And
hard. Facts. That's a good reference. I like that.
because yeah, you have to be able to prove yourself on both sides, and it's kind of just a pain in the butt because it's like why we're just all people. Like why can't we just get along? You enjoy our
Right.
tacos, we enjoy whatever you guys have. Like
Facts.
yeah, I grew up in Cali. I enlisted like Mendoza said. I enlisted when I was in my high school, my senior year, beginning of senior year. So I've been out of Cali pretty much since I was 18.
Bro. See,
Yeah.
that's big, dude. It's like when I think about someone who is enlisting into a military, bro, and they're doing a sacrifice, bro, like a person doesn't realize all the mini sacrifices, the medium sacrifices, and the big sacrifices, right? But there's so many different sacrifices a person makes when they enlist in the military, bro. And like that's why I'm so grateful. I was told no at high school. I had asthma, I had two flat feet, right? And it's something that they said that I wouldn't pass the physical, right? And that made me sad. That made me sad because I really wanted to enlist. And then I had a couple of friends who were in high school with me who enlisted, and then I had learned that they didn't make it. That they died out, and I think it was when they were in Afghanistan. Um, it's tough, bro. It's tough all around. So I get really like on an emotional level when I know friends and people that I know that are enlisted. I have family that's enlisted and everything like that. So it really gets to me, because I wasn't allowed to go. And then for a good while after, some of my friends that enlisted, especially up in Northern California and such, and then I had heard what had happened. It's a little bit of a survivor's guilt. It's like when you know that you wanted to enlist and you didn't get to go, and then you hear about people that you knew that got to go and didn't come back. Like that's just heavy, bro. That's just heavy, and I always struggle with that. And I think that's why I'm always so grateful when it comes to like service members. You know, especially our Chicano service members, bro, because it's that proof. It's like that proving, right? I think a lot of Chicanos enlist because of that proof. They want to prove that they love this country, right, to the white people, but they also want to prove to the Mexicans that they want to make full of the opportunity that they sacrificed to get us here. You know what I'm saying?
First and foremost, I want to thank you for your service. I am a 110% supporter of our military and what they do for us. Um, I guess the big question I have for you, as far as being a Chicano in the military, is: do you get treated any differently? Do you get treated like you're one or the other? Do you get treated as an equal? I mean, how different is it, or is it not different at all? Is it just like you're one of like you're um straight up military man? You know, um
Nah, I got you.
yeah.
No, I have never felt that way. We all wear the same uniform. We all, as we say, we don't bleed red. We bleed green. The army color, the army uniform we wear. We all stick with each other and everything. So we try our best to not. I mean, it's was part of our program, like no racism and all that's allowed. So we stick together. It's just your worth ethic is what really would get you because you
Uh,
I forgot where I was at though.
oh yeah, there was party training, right? So basically, everybody is pretty unified within the military. So that answers that question. Right.
Yeah,
That's just pretty good. That's pretty good because I mean you sometimes you hear stories, right? And so I mean, it could be different in every platoon or every like group, right? It seems that the group you're in with, right, is pretty cohesive and everybody's pretty down. That's awesome.
yeah. Like when you go through basic training, uh, dude, I did that 13 years, almost 13 years ago. But
Damn, bro.
yeah, I hit 13 years in July, and
He's got a long service under him, bro.
I'm
Bro,
30.
13?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like my
yeah,
age, bro. He's been
yeah.
in since high school, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I get told that a lot. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but nah,
You grew a
it's
beard, dog.
stress.
That's what it was.
I mean, I learned that very. I would say young. My older brother stresses a lot, bad anxiety,
Yeah.
and like he's grayed out. He has a gray, like he's not super gray out, but he has like he's salt and pepper. Like
Salt and
he's
pepper.
salt and pepper. And I just realized like why stress?
Yeah, bro. And I can
Like
see I feel the same way.
and even in the military, it's just like it happened. It was a we got in a head on collision, me and my wife and my youngest, and when we were
Oh,
stationed in Fort Bliss, and during that time we were supposed to. It was on a Sunday. That Friday or Friday or Saturday, we were leaving to the field, and I was still gonna go out. And
wow.
because I was like, I'm cool. Like I'm okay. I mean, head on collision is what it is. Like I'm a little hurt. But I was
I'm
like,
okay.
yeah.
Damn.
And then it took my wife to be like, are you stupid? Like, you just got a head on collision. I'm hurt. Your child was in this. Like, they don't care about you. They're about to send you out. What happens if there was something wrong with you? If you shoot your first round down range, and next thing you know, you fucking had a brain bleed or something, like, and you didn't even know it. Like, so then I was like, you right. So she cussed out my first sergeant, my commander, over the phone. And then they're like, you're not going out. I was like, cool. And then, I mean, I just got myself checked out. Everything was fine. But then she realized, like, just like, she's like, you have to realize, like, I'm training my replacement at that moment of time, like, the person that worked under me, I was training him, like, you're going to be the next one in the seat. And luckily, I got to see him do that before I left to come here. He made the rank, and then he got the position. And I was just, I'm proud of you, like, watching you grow up from a private to what you staff sergeant right now. Like, I'm really proud of you. Like, but yeah, I mean, it's a fun time. I mean,
Yeah. So I just want to like get you to like reiterate something. Did you just say your wife chewed out your sergeant over the phone?
yeah. So she found him on Facebook, my first sergeant and my commander, and she just messaged him like
Wow.
he just got ahead on collision, this, that, and the other. Like I'm hurt, like he's hurt. He's just
She
not
was
saying
basically
anything.
she was
Wow.
basically ratting on you.
Yeah, I mean,
She was ratting on you, bro. Yo,
pri-
military wives are built different, dog.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Shout out to the
Mexican pride.
military wives out there, bro. And she's
That's
Mexican too.
facts. Yeah, and I mean, Mexican pride was it got me because I was just like, well, I want to do this. Like I've been training
Oh,
for
gotcha.
like the last year. The guy I was supposed to shoot with didn't end up shooting, so I got the original guy I was supposed to go shooting with, and we ended up being really cool. Like he's family. Like we still text and call each other all the time. So I mean,
That's dope.
yeah, it worked out. But yeah, my wife. I mean, me and my wife been together since senior year of high school, so she's been along this for this ride.
Damn.
Oh
That's
yeah.
amazing, bro.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
That's freaking awesome, bro. Hey,
Mm.
Man, I love it.
I'm gonna cut this right here. So at the end of the video, remember all those problems I've been saying I have and all the video broadcast update?
Yeah.
My voice is not coming through at all.
So
At
you're
all.
saying that right now your voice is not being recorded at
I'm
all?
fine now. I've been fixing it while he was talking about his family. I've been fixing it, so
Oh
I'm good.
wow.
I'm good now. But and then maybe Mendoza can keep his fucking ass from calling me old. You never know what happened. So, all right, I'm
Okay,
ready.
so instead of all, we'll say ruco.
Well, you can do that too.
Ruco.
Still hurts my
Well
feelings.
seasoned. Well
Well,
Well,
seasoned.
see,
yeah, I like that.
like
I
my
like
cast
it.
iron, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things you never clean though. You call me dirty?
No, 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 no. I don't know. No, no.
I
We
mean,
you
you did.
clean it. We seasoning it over and over. Every time you use it, you gotta season it once a week, bro. That's a
Then
cleaning,
just
bro.
wipe it off.
No, 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 no. And you throw it into your oven, really, really high temperatures, bro.
Yeah, with some new oil
With
on
the
it and just
oils, right?
yep.
And then those oils get like stick so that it's a non-stick. So that just like any other non-stick, you're supposed to just be able to wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? So because when you start putting the soap and shit, it starts stripping away the non-stick off of your cast iron, bro.
You do know that you're talking to a cook from 16 years, right?
I no, I obviously don't because
I've been
I'm in.
cooking since I was been cooking in restaurants since I was 10 years old. There, Vato. You know what I mean? So I
So why
got
you
Hell
sound
yeah.
so confused, Vato?
because I just
Why you
love
sound
hearing
so
I just love hearing your voice and explaining things to me that I already know about. You know what I
You
mean?
got me, dog.
Love it. Love it.
So,
You got me, bro.
all right. So
Ne- Next thing you know, he's gonna get me explaining how to take care of a beard, bro.
nobody can take care of your
Like I
beard
would
like me.
even know. Like I would even know.
Bro, I straightened this shit, bro. I took a shower. My shit was all fucking afro puffed. I straightened this shit before I come in here.
Yeah,
Hell
he
yeah.
straightens his beard, dog. Did you know that?
Hey,
Nah, I didn't. I mean, hey,
don't don't
gotta keep it
don't
clean.
don't hate the player,
Yeah.
bud.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I literally thought his beard grew out that way. I thought he told me
Straight?
on one of our previous podcasts. Yeah, dude, in a previous podcast when we were first talking about this, when you first told me that you straighten your hair, I was like blown away. I was like, bro, I literally thought your fucking beard grew out that way, dog.
That's
I'm over here like my hair's all my beard is so puby. It always feels like so curly and shit. How do you get it so straight? I see so many people with these like straight beards, just straight beards. It's like, what the hell? Like, am I just destined to have pubes on my chin? I don't understand. I don't understand.
well, not
I could
everybody
be
can
like Sonic and not grow anything at all. I mean,
not everybody can be a manly man.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying,
true.
man?
Not everybody can have a small dick either.
Huh.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, great. So we got this thing. I'll let you know because you're probably gonna see it a lot. Okay, great is a way of is another way of being able to tell people to fuck off without telling them to fuck off. You know what I mean? I do it to my boss all the time, and I've been doing it lately to
Uh,
Mendoza. So there you go. So anytime I
I'm
say
gonna
okay,
send.
great. So
me, me and my buddy at work, when we don't know something, we just be like "saba saba." We don't even know what it means. We just say "saba saba," and then we just kind of go on about our day.
oh yeah, I like it.
You just shrug your shoulders, bro. Like, especially when you're out of the loop and shit, bro. And you know what? That's some of the funniest shit, bro. Inside jokes to me are some of like the best things that you can do with friends, bro.
Right,
Like those kind of like those inside jokes, bro, will make memories even when you don't expect them to.
right,
I love inside jokes.
right. So what do you say? You've been with your wife since senior year,
Yeah, since 2011.
2011, dude. That's good for this generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very good for this
Fact.
generation. I mean, because you're the same age. You've been with your old lady for what, 20 years? 20, a little over 20 years, right?
Me
Mendoza?
or hit
Yeah,
him? No,
you.
me. I'm about to hit 10, bro.
You're about to hit 10. Oh, wow. Maybe you just act like
10
you're
years.
20 years. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no,
My bad.
yeah, we do act like it
I've
for
been with
sure.
my wife for 25 years now, so I mean, we're all right there, but
Yeah.
it's all about the familia though, right?
Yeah, Sonny's been
Yeah.
married longer than me, bro. He
Yeah.
fucking married right after high school.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
right on.
I
That's
I
that's
was
awesome.
I was with the mother of my daughter during that time, but when we split up, and then I got with my wife
Right.
a couple years later.
Right.
You
Right.
know, but
Best
it
decision to
all
make, huh?
plays out.
Best decision you've
Hell yeah,
made. Hell yeah.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. In
Yeah.
love, bro. Mad
Yeah.
love, bro.
Hell yeah,
You
dude.
realize what you got when you're just like reading people's thing, like, what the fuck are these whole ass motherfuckers doing?
Oh, bro.
Uh,
Bro, dude, like there's
like,
constant. I mean, I know you're. Are you an exaholic like we are? Like a Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Are you an exaholic like we are? Because I mean, I'm on
no,
that shit all day. No, okay, I'm on that shit
I'm on TikTok
constantly.
a lot.
Are you
Yeah.
really? Okay, well, I'm there too.
Yeah.
So everywhere you go, a lot of places you go on X, you hear people constantly asking the question, "What would you do if your old lady accidentally cheated on you?" The fuck does accidentally mean? There's no fucking accident. You know what I mean? And
I
then yeah, and then they wanna question you about your trust value. Do you really trust your wife? Do you really trust your husband? I said, yeah, I've been married 25 years. Of course, I trust her. Well, how do you know she really cheated on you or not, brother? I know. Oh, trust me, I fucking know if it's there or if it's not there. You know what I'm saying? Don't question me again. You
Yeah,
know,
seriously, it's almost like, look, bro, I'm sorry that you feel like you have to question yours, but don't, your insecurities aren't gonna seep over to me. You
right,
know what I'm saying? Like we here, like us men, yeah, bro, we're solid in our foundation, dog.
right,
Weak men like you are always worried
right,
about whether your wife is cheating or not.
right,
That's a you problem, dog. Straight up. Because us men that have relationships like fully bounded and concrete in a rock, bro, we don't worry about whether our spouses or our partners or our wives or our husbands are fucking texting other people, chatting women, chatting men on a fucking dating app. None of that bullshit, bro. Like that is like to the point to where I don't even watch like anything that is like adult content, right? If there's like bitches in bikinis, if there's fucking like shit like that, it's not in front of me. I don't
right,
put it in front of me. I don't allow it in front of me. I say not today, Satan, because that's respecting your wife. If a man can't do that, he's always going to have that insecurity because he's doing something that he's afraid of his wife doing. He's going off looking at shit that he shouldn't be looking at. And then he goes and wonders, well, if I'm doing it, is my wife doing it?
Mhm.
Right? That's
like
my
like
take.
like our boy here and everything. How long are you gone? I mean, how long are you gone at a time? Do you do like
Mm,
are you gone for like a very I don't know much about being enlisted. I just know the
deployment and
things that you
stuff. Yeah.
see. Yeah, I just know what
Right.
I see. Like they say you're gone for 2 weeks at a time. They say you're gone for a month at a time. Sometimes you get sent other places. Where you have to bring your family, or sometimes you don't have to bring your family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, tell me a little bit. Are you gone for a long time? Like you, I mean,
So
because
yeah, there's times like for training before we do our rotations deployments to like Korea, Germany, wherever they're sending us to. Um, you do a lot of training. So you got gunnery that's 2 to 3 weeks long. So you're out there for 2 to 3 weeks. You come back. Sometimes you do platoon live fire, company live fire. That's another 3 to 4 weeks. You're gone. Then you have to go get certified as a brigade to go to NTC. So you go to NTC for Irwin in California. You're gone for a month and a half, depending on what. And then you go to your rotations deployments 9 months, depending on what you're doing. It could be longer. I have I've only been to Germany, but I was only there for what was it 4 months, and it was during the time when she was pregnant with my son. She actually I left for Germany, and then not even like 3 weeks later, she gave birth to my son. So
Oh
uh,
no.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that he's the only one I've missed, but I've been here for the two. But yeah, 9 months. Before I was supposed to go to Korea. I ended up having surgery on my shoulder. It was all messed up, so I ended up having a surgery, and I wasn't clear to go, so I didn't go there. But the longest I've been away from her is like probably like 30, 40, about 40-ish days. I mean, like we
So,
have phones, we text and all that, so I mean, not really a problem.
oh, okay.
Sometimes where we're at, we don't have service, so it's like okay, like I have here one bar, hey, I'm good. Just
Yeah.
text her like. But like the kids, I want to say they have it down, but like I'll sit them down. They'll talk to them like, hey, I'm gonna go to the field. I'll be gone for 30 days, 2 weeks, just to let them know, like pay attention and listen to your mom because she's gonna tell them when I get back. And if you guys don't listen, you're just gonna get your ass whipped by discipline. Gotta instill that discipline. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
never really cause their problems when I'm gone.
Right,
But
right. That's
yeah, I
that's
mean,
that's that's
just
tough though, man. Being away for that long. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
it's a
mean,
it's a pain. Like when my youngest, uh, when we first got to when we were in El Paso, she was born in El Paso. Her first field problem when we were gone, I think she was like a year old or something. I came back and I was in uniform, just covered in dirt and everything because I just got back. And she just looked at me like, "What? Who the fuck are you?" Because I was gone for like 3 weeks. Like, so she just completely forgot who it was, and then like eventually showered, changed, blah blah blah.
we lost you
Thanks,
again.
Sick. You're gonna
There
wake
we
up.
go.
There
Yeah.
you go. We're good.
Okay.
She eventually like, oh, I shower changed. Like, oh, this is dad. Like, because I mean, in El Paso, the sun's hitting you. I got like 2 shades darker, covered in dirt, fucking,
Mm,
just all
kind of like
around awful time.
them dads that have them big old bushy beards, you know, for their kids' whole life,
Yeah,
you know, and then they shave it off, and the kids start crying 'cause they don't know who the fuck they are, you know.
Yeah.
Who's
yeah.
these strangers?
Yeah, as she got older, she obviously realized like I'm gonna be gone and be doing things. But like, yeah, luckily here I'm not really. Well, while being stationed here in Georgia, I'm not. I'm an instructor, so I'm not really gone for more than maybe a day when I have to pull a duty. But
Yeah, yeah. What's your official rank?
I'm a staff sergeant.
You're a staff. Oh, right on. Fucking right.
Sick.
Chicano staff
Hell
sergeant.
yeah.
That's what's up. Are there
That's pretty up there.
there are a lot of Chicanos out there with you?
Yeah.
Is there?
Here, where I work, I'm the only one.
Really?
Damn. I mean, you're out in Georgia
Yeah.
right now, so I mean that would make sense.
All right.
I mean, they move us. I work with a guy from Saipan. Like I mean, we all come from different ones. Somebody
Right.
works from Virginia. One's from DC. I mean, we all come
That's
from
pretty
different
cool.
places. Yeah.
That's
So
really cool.
yeah, one's Korean. Like I mean, we all just have different backgrounds. It's just I don't happen to be like. I think where the other branches like across the way, the other instructors, I'm, I don't pay attention to them much. Like
Yeah.
I know there's one from Saipan from there or Guam, but I mean yeah, there's just a diversity of us. Even when I was at Bliss, there wasn't probably like 3 or 4 of us.
Right.
Like one of my best friends, one of my best friends is he was a mechanic for for the tanks. So I mean we're just around. I mean
Right. 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 Hell
That's
yeah.
pretty interesting. Yeah, no, I was curious. I was curious about that too. You know, because yeah, like to me, if like I would have thought that like I mean I guess maybe before when you first came in, you know, you were in California, San Bernardino, might have had like a lot of Chicanos in that area that might have been listed, so you might have been around more Chicanos when you first started back when you were in Cali. Is what I'm assuming and thinking, right? But then you start moving up the ranks, you start getting put into different groups, right, of people, whether you have like someone that's in charge of you or whether you're in charge of a group, right? But then that those groups are constantly changing as time passes. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean it changes. Like you go to basic, like so the people I would say when I enlisted, we all went to it's called MEPS where we in process, do all of our swearings and everything, get our physicals, and then we all got sent here because after we did our training here, and then after that you get your duty station, you get sent your separate ways. So like some of those dudes you might see. One of the dudes I went to basic with, we're still really good friends. He lives here up north, so we see him from time to time. Yeah, you just meet a lot of people. We end up, me and him ended up going to Fort Hood together, Fort Cavazos
Mm.
now, in Texas. And we ended up being in the same platoon.
Oh,
Uh,
platoon. That's what it's called. That's what it's
yeah,
called.
we
Yeah.
ended up being in the same platoon. And then, I mean, you meet your people there. Sometimes they'll move you platoons. So it's like, oh, we need more people, or he's next in line for this spot, so we're gonna take him because we need the spot. We'll give you this guy. It's like it's just trading and trades throughout your career, I guess. And
It's like a
like,
football team, huh? Or like a basketball team. You trading players, huh?
yeah, you just trade, or if you get lucky, you stay in the same platoon. Like when I was in Fort Hood, uh, I stayed with the whole platoon, the same platoon, second platoon, the whole time I was there. Came here the first time, was an instructor. Stayed with the same people. Then went to Bliss. I was in first when I got here. When I got to Bliss, moved to third because I was at Bliss for like 4 years and some change. So I went to first, third, back to first, then third, and then before I left, I was then first platoon again for like the last year and some change. So it was like you just move around. Like here, I'm just stuck here as an instructor again. So I'm not going anywhere. So I shouldn't be being moved around a lot. But
So
Mm.
it's just where
is that better for you? You like that better, not the moving around, or are you actually one of those people that enjoys the moving around everywhere?
I like just being able to help where I'm needed. Like here,
Okay.
like here since we're just instructing, like it's not necessary for me to move around. So if they move me, then they move me, and it is what it is.
Okay.
But like over there, it was just like, okay, you'll do better here, you do better here, or you're taking this spot, so it's a better spot. Okay, cool, whatever. It is a pain in the butt because you're moving back and forth. Like yeah, you know everybody within the company, but you don't work with the other platoons a lot either because you're working with your platoon so much. But like then you got those times where you are working with those other platoons, and it's just like okay, well, you build that friendship, the camaraderie throughout that time you're there, and it's just like okay.
That's pretty awesome, man. And I want to kind of go back a little bit to the husband wife kind of conversations because we talked a little bit about it the other day, and I want to kind of get a little bit of Sonny's points or thoughts here. There's a guy on X called the Wolf of X, and he's always posting these really wholesome like threads. I'm not sure if you guys can see my screen that I'm sharing right now. Can you see that?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So this first one, dude, I thought this was great, bro. So like when we're talking about like, the husbands and wives, and then there's husbands out there that are like, oh, how do you know if your wife's cheating? It's like, well, there's a lot of us out there, bro, that were legit men that don't worry about that, and this is like proof of more other people that are just like that too. My dad's secretary told my sisters and me that one time the whole office was out having drinks and going around complaining about their wives. And when it got time for my dad to say something, he said, I don't know. I love my wife and she's my best friend. Right? Had zero bad and negative things to say about his wife, while all the other men are sitting there bitching about their wives, bro.
Right.
Built different, built different, bro. And I think that that's kind of like what really highlights like men like us, right? That I think is what society needs again. Society needs tough men. Society needs men that are going to be men for their women. You know what I'm saying? So that way the insecurity is gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that she needs, he's providing. Um, like this one here, bro. I don't know about you, right? But when we're talking about the woman, right? Are you the type of man that has a woman that's always constantly like loving on you, crushing on you, can't stop looking at you, right? This lady says, I have the biggest crush on my husband. I know people are going to come on here and be like, yeah, well, he's your husband. So obviously I love him. But I think I would agree that there's a difference between loving someone and having a crush on them, right? And I think you can have both at the same time, right? 8 years, we've been together 8 years, and I still can't stop staring at him and thinking that he's the most handsome guy. But when he stares back, I get butterflies and feel myself blush. He makes me giddy and nervous. Not nervous in a bad way, but nervous, uh, not nervous in a bad way, but nervous in a I just want him to lean in and kiss me kind of way. Like my phone buzz and I hope it's him kind of way. And when I go out, I find myself struggling to find a perfect outfit because I just want to look so right for him, curling my hair and everything. I don't know. I'm being gushy. I don't care. He's currently working on some paper and I'm sitting here in the room right next to him. We haven't said anything, but I can't stop glancing up on him from my phone and wondering, out of all the people, I get to be his wife. I married that guy. Bro, if you're in my opinion, right? If your relationship with your wife, right, isn't something that is like a constant, like you can find yourself falling in love with your wife over and over again or finding different ways like that, like I believe that the relationship is lacking, right? What do you guys think about stuff like this? You think stuff like this is very common, or you think stuff like this is kind of stuff that you would get in a relationship that's really cohesive, as opposed to a lot of the relationships we see today in society,
I've had it, brother.
right?
Yeah. So I don't believe. I believe that you can still crush on you can still crush on your significant other throughout all your years. It does
Yeah.
not matter if you can look at that person and you feel safe. If they can look at you and you feel safe, then you're in a perfect relationship. You know what I'm saying? But at
Yeah.
the same time, even if you can go in there and you can fight with them, right? Argue, fight, whatever the
Hmm.
case may be, as long as you guys can still tell each other "I love you" 10 minutes after the fight, you're good. Because the
Yeah.
fighting, like I've said before in past podcasts, if you don't fight, if you don't fight, what kind of relationship do you truly have? Because you have to fight in order to test out your relationship. That is when you
Hmm.
truly, truly, truly know if that person is right for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
What you
Because
think about that, Sonny? Because I think that that's exactly what we said in the previous podcast, bro.
mm-hmm,
And I think that's what it wraps up to here too. And you're absolutely right. What
right.
you think, Sonny?
I mean, yeah, like I mean, that I think at some points you get the yeah, like I could stare at my wife and be like, "Damn, you're beautiful," just like randomly. I do it. I mean, and she'd be like, "You're," then she hits me with the, "You're fucking weird." I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you get those two, like you get those moments where it's like, okay, Roger, like
So,
as long as you acknowledge that I said that to you, like
so are you one of them types of guys that walks past your old lady and smacks that ass, and then she just kind of looks at
I
you
think
like, "What the fuck?"
I
I
do.
think I actually just got in trouble for that because I just I mean like I think everybody does it. I think there's just
It's it's
like I
it's
think our
it's a
problem is
it's a manly thing, bro. It's just a man thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
I think the problem is we like yeah we do it. It's a man thing. It's just our thing
It's
to
about
do.
the reception.
Yeah,
It's your
it's
wife
about
decides
when to
to
do it.
receive it.
Yeah, it's the when we do it. It's like is this a bad? Is this like she probably coming home like I had a bad day and you're just like wham. It's just like you just made her day worse. She like she probably didn't like you didn't take it like that, but she probably took it like I'm already having a
Yeah.
bad day and you just over here just smacking me like it's like what?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I never really thought about that because if she's having a bad day or a good day, I'm doing it anyways. You know.
But anyway, yeah, me
If
too.
I mean, if she gets mad at me later on, and she'll kind of look at me and say, "Stop." I'll probably walk by again 10 minutes later and do it again. You know. I
I
Until we
think
get
I
a
think
smile out of her.
but then I think you get those moments too where it's like it's just when you do it like because
Yeah.
there'd be
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
you probably walk by and she's probably like so what you ain't gonna smack my ass like it's like didn't you just yell at me yesterday for not doing it? It's like you didn't even but it's like you didn't even look. It's like okay, like whatever.
You didn't
Yeah.
even look, she said.
It's like, okay, whatever. Like
That's funny, bro. That's funny, man. It's chick, bro. It's something I would totally do. Today at work, I was at the drive-through, and the man at the window wanted to pay for the person behind him, and he said, "Tell her I think she's hot." So she pulls up next, and I tell her, and she rolls her eyes, smiles, and says, "Yeah, that's my husband." She's like, you know, like what this right here is the type of shit that I would do, right? And then I would like I would give that girl like a paper and say, "Hey, give her this paper." Right? He's like, "It's my number." Right? And some bullshit like that on top of it. Right? I don't know if this is something that you'd go as far as doing when you're out and about, like with strangers, but this is totally something that me like the type of relationship I have with my wife. What about you guys?
I didn't pick that up, man. I didn't really pick that up when you were reading. Okay, so that was her husband that was actually telling her she's hot.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
she's
So they were driving in two
oh
cars, and the wife was in the back, and the husband was in the front. He ordered, and the wife ordered in the back too. And then he says, "I'm paying for her meal, right?" And tell her she's hot. And then when she pulled up to get her food, she's like, "Yeah, that's my husband,"
no.
you know. And the lady at the drive-thru was like, "Yeah, relationship goals,"
No,
you know.
that don't have that wouldn't happen with me because if I'm going out to eat, then my old lady's right next to me, like, oh fuck no, you ain't going nowhere without me. You know what I mean? Even though when I'm at work, my wife likes to go places, without me and go out to eat. But when I'm home, if I'm going out to eat, motherfucker, I'm coming with you. And my wife don't talk like that, what I'm saying? But still, that's the point. I can
Yeah,
see it in her head,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that she's saying that. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, so
On
that
occasion, my wife and I drive in two cars, so I could see myself doing some shit like this. So I
I
guess that
mean,
makes sense.
yeah, she don't really like driving too much, you know what I mean? So she
Oh,
don't
that's
really.
fair.
And I do all the driving when I'm home, even though sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to fucking drive. I'm tired. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Wait, she's in another room. I gotta stay quiet. Shh, shh.
It'd be funny, bro, if you ever go out to like a restaurant and like you get up and you go to like a server and you tell the server, "Hey, could you go give this to that lady over there?" And like you go sit at the bar or something for a second and say, "Hey, the guy over there bought you a drink,"
That'd be
and
great.
then she trips out until she turns around and realizes it was you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the first I'd go. Like Mexi said, I mean we go everywhere together, so it's very rare
Yeah.
that we're two separate cars. Unless she's going to work, I'm going to work, but we leave at some so different times. There's not a time I would be able to do that.
right,
Right.
right, right.
Yeah. I just like I when I see shit like that, I always try to like um think about how I could apply it because I love messing with my wife in a way to where I make her blush. I love being able to sweep my wife off her feet over and over again when she least expects it. So like me, shit like this, like I'm a total like goober romantic, and so shit like this is like the shit I get like all excited about. I'm like, oh, I'm totally gonna do that. I'm
Yeah,
totally gonna do that shit.
yeah. I do the same thing, but it's like I used to bring my wife home some every single Friday, every payday. I would bring her home, so whether it was a little snow globe, whether it was a couple flowers,
Oh,
whatever it
always
was,
surprise her with something
something to eat.
nice.
I used to do it all the time, and then one day I just stopped doing it. So now it's just kind of random things that happen, especially like I don't work on her birthday, I don't work on Valentine's Day, I damn sure don't
Mhm.
work on her anniversary. I don't even work on fucking Halloween, homie. You know what I mean? Because that's her favorite fucking holiday. But like, just I like to do things out of the ordinary that she doesn't expect from me. Like I wrote her a song for Valentine's Day, and I had it.
Let's go.
I had somebody paid somebody to make it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sick.
And the reaction that she got out of it was the priceless part of it. It made everything worth
Oh,
it.
let's go.
It made everything worth it.
Julie, my heart beats because of you. Through every trial, your love shines through. A lifetime of blessings, joys anew. My forever is only you.
You know what I mean? Like the other day, I was at work and she said, "I've been sitting here listening to that song all day,"
Oh,
and I'm like,
that's so
I'm
sweet.
like, God dang it! Don't be doing all this freaking nice shit and nice conversation with me while I'm at fucking work. I'm around a bunch of men right now. I mean, I gotta act. Oh, fuck that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like that with my old lady. What the fuck you talking about? So
Why you so hard and like that, bro? Is that like your Ruka side coming out,
that's
bro? Why you
that's
gotta be like
that's
that?
that's the
Bro,
that's the manly side. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be manly
I
around
don't
other
know.
men. Like right now.
Oh no, I don't know
Right
about that.
now, we're okay. We're okay. We're just around a couple men. But when you start getting around roughnecks and shit like that, it's a whole different story. I gotta,
Oh, okay.
I gotta
You sound
be,
like a people pleaser, bro.
I gotta be the badass. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be
Fair.
a badass. You know,
Yeah. Is that the same thing for you, Sonnen? Since you're in the military, you got to be a badass around all the other men, or do you get like really like you get like really giddy around talking about your wife around the guys?
I don't ever really talk about our wives. Be honest, like,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, like I mean, like you initially be like, oh yeah, well, I'm married, 3 kids, blah blah blah. and
And
it's like,
that's kind
oh
of like
yeah,
this
well,
is the end of it, right? Doesn't really go
yeah, no,
too
it's like,
deep.
oh yeah, like we should have a platoon thing. We bring all the wives together with the kids and all that. They could
Mm.
play and all that stuff. That's when like you really into it. But like talking about our wives at work, it's I mean, I don't do it. Like the only time I ever do it is like, oh, we should all go hang out, blah blah blah. But
Yeah, interesting.
there's no manly man. I'm very fun going, kind of a child at heart. So like I kind of bring that to work a lot. And some people don't like it because it's like you're supposed to be
More
this and
serious.
this. It's like, well, yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, well, I could be like they know who's in charge, but at the same time, like they're humans. Like treat them like human beings. They're adults. Like treat them like adults.
yeah,
Like it never strayed me wrong, so I just do that. Have fun.
See,
If I have to put my foot down, I'll put my foot down. But
yeah, I've always had the mindset if you can't have fun at work, what is the point of going to work? I mean, I get you're going there to make money. I get you're going there from your family, but you can't go there
I mean, it's the
as a.
military on top of it,
Well,
you know.
I get it, but you still can't go in there as a fucking sourpuss. You know what I mean? You still got to have a little bit of fun, even in the military. You still got to have fun because you got to think you're away from your family. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And you're doing all this for your family. And
and your
so right. So I mean, if you go there, you got to make the best of what it is, you know, because they also say that a job isn't really a job unless you truly enjoy it. You know what I
mm,
mean? Because who? I mean, if you go to work and you're just like, oh man, I hate this place. I don't want to be here no more. Your mind is something else, and you can't focus on what you're supposed to be focused on, and all you know, and then that
yeah,
kind of takes away from your joyness and your from the reason why you're doing it. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm having a hard time trying to explain. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I do, I do. Yeah, it really just psychologically like slows you down in the
Right,
progress of what you need to be doing at work, and I
right,
totally get that
right,
for sure,
right, right.
for sure.
So let's get. I'm gonna get away from this whole ordeal. I'm gonna ask a question. I've asked every Chicano I've ever asked. I've always met this. I've always asked a question. So mom white, dad Mexican, Mexican, dad white, mom Mexican. How are you Chicano? You know, like what are both of your parents Mexican and you were born in America, which automatically makes you a Chicano?
so dad's Mexican. Um, Mom was born in the States from Mexican.
Okay.
No, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So your mom is like maybe like first generation Mexican American. Your mom's like first generation Chicana,
Right.
basically, because
Right.
her parents were from Mexico
yeah.
and she was born here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So your dad's
So
Mexican from Mexico, and your mom's a Chicana, first generation, born here.
yeah,
Right. Hell
That's
yeah.
pretty awesome.
yeah.
That's a,
That's sick.
yeah. My
And where'd
mom.
your parents grow up? Like L.A., California as well?
So yeah, so my mom grew up in Riverside. Fucking,
Orale. Nice.
she grew up in Riverside. And then my dad, fuck, dude. I usually ask my mom this question on how they fucking met, but what was it? Oh, that's what it was. So my godfather, he played that. You know how like, and I don't know if you guys know like traveling baseball teams and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Somewhat.
my godfather, who's my grandpa's brother, fucking my godfather was part of a traveling baseball team.
Hmm.
So my dad happened to be part of that team. So uh,
Oh,
I guess that's how they met. I would say down the line. Don't really know the story. Never really honestly asked, but it's because of that the whole baseball thing. I know that was a part of it.
mm.
And I think my mom may have went to a game or something and like, oh yeah, my dad right there
Orale.
looking like
Seen
yeah, my
that,
dad looking like
seen
a
that
stud.
baseball player in
Yeah,
tights.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
It's
he
pretty
had a
funny because I had a similar story with my mom, bro. Like my mom, like was she like she was married and then she divorced and then she was like, "Hey, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna go have some fun. I'm divorced. I'm single." And she fucking goes to a club, meets my dad. My dad's the drummer of a band that's playing at that club. They hit it off, fucking one night stand, and 9 months later, I'm right here, dog.
It,
It's a
it
pretty simple
happens.
story on my end. It does happen, dog.
Uh,
I'm the product of a good fucking night, bro.
I don't even know how to. I don't even know how the hell my parents even met. I never even asked that question. Yeah, I'm 40. I'm 40,
Yeah.
going on 44 years old. I've never asked my parents how the hell they met.
Wild, bro.
Oh,
Wild, bro. Hey, yo,
no, my
viewers, if you know how your parents met, drop it in the chat. I want to know how many of you actually know how your parents met. Because if you, I mean, I don't think it's really important, but I mean, I was just naturally always curious, But maybe that's because
I
I
didn't
just had like
care.
a stepdad. My dad wasn't around, so I was just curious about who my dad was,
I
where he met, and this
Yep.
and that.
I didn't
You
care,
know.
bro. I didn't care. I looked at my dad every single day, and when he told when I found out that my mom was as white as a ghost, I said, "That ain't my mom. Nope,
Oh damn,
that
bro.
ain't my mom."
He's in denial over here.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I came here on a stork. That's not my mom.
The first time I met my mom, I kind of looked at her and said, "There ain't no fucking way.
Mm,
There
That's
ain't no
so
fucking
funny.
way." Cause I mean, cause uh, like I was, my dad got custody of me when I was like 2 years old. So I really didn't know my
Mm,
mom's. You know what I'm saying? So the first time I officially met my mom's, I was like 6 or something like that.
Damn.
So when I first met her, I kind of looked and like after I'm growing up in a Mexican household. You know what I mean? I mean I barely even spoke English. You wouldn't know it now because I can barely speak Spanish. But it's like the first time I looked at her, I was like, that's not my mom. But I went with her, and my dad told me a couple stories here and there about it. And I accept it now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because I have to. But I never actually asked them how they met. I just know that
Yeah.
the only stories I really got was that my mom's my mom's parents truly, truly hated him, because he
Wow.
was Mexican. My grandpa, well, my dad's stepdad is a racist from hell. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like, I mean, he never accepted me um as
Grandson or
as
family.
a he accepted me as a grandson, but he couldn't accept what I was. You know what I mean. He couldn't accept that. He couldn't accept that I
And
came
wipe
from
your eyes a little harder, old
yeah.
man,
He could. He
because
couldn't.
I'm a Chicano.
He couldn't accept the fact that I was Mexican. You know what I'm saying? That my pops was Mexican. He could never accept that. But he accepted me as a grandson. And as I got older, the last time I seen him, I was 17 years old. And at that point, he accepted it. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't really have a choice. After he told me some racist jokes, then he started accepting it because I kind of went off on him over it. But that's just the way the world works.
You stood up. You stood up for yourself, and he
I mean,
respected it.
you can't. So, so he came up, and I knew how bad he was, and we were sitting out on the porch. He was a chain smoker from hell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And he was sitting there, and he's like, I got a good joke for you. And I said, all right. He said, I like to shoot cans.
Oh yeah, Americans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans.
All of them.
Yep, all the cans. Yeah,
Africans. Well, he didn't say Americans. I said
yeah. I
Americans.
bet he
And
did
I
it.
turned around and said, well, what about Americans? Who's our guy? Oh, he took off. So I was like, but I mean, from there, I really never had any respect for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard. It
Yeah.
was kind of hard to have respect for a guy that couldn't have respect for me, knowing that I'm his grandson.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah. No, I fuck with that, bro. Like I don't care if you're blood, bro.
right,
Respect is earned.
right,
100%.
right, right,
Doesn't matter if you're, especially when you're blood, bro. Like seriously, how are you gonna disrespect blood like that?
right, right.
You know?
Well,
But
good
I
thing.
feel it.
Good thing was he wasn't my blood. So,
Oh, for sure.
so I really need
So,
to figure out why my
I mean, I guess he kind of was because that's your grandpa. That's like your mom's dad, right?
my stepdad. That was my step grandfather.
Oh, that was your stepdad.
That was my mom's stepdad. Yes. So he was not my blood at
Okay,
all.
got you.
So
I guess they weren't done with the project.
Oh,
They were
we're
working.
good. We should be done. You can go ahead and go. Oh, we're not done yet.
Yeah, I was just. I guess now they're working on the Valentine's Day card, and my youngest is only 5, so she's writing her name, but like she only could trace And so
Mm.
my wife had to write all 17 of her name, Jaslyn Sedano, and then now she's just cutting in like the box looks good. I mean, it's a shoebox. They had to make the shoebox like a Valentine's Day drop card box. So, I
People
mean,
can
we
drop
did all
their
that.
cards in there for you for your
Yeah.
daughter.
So I
Nice.
just have to go. I just the only thing I have to do is go out there and cut out the hole and add some glitter, and then we'll be done. But
Oh yeah.
Legit. Legit. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna keep you too much longer, bro. We got through most of the fucking topics that I really want to go through. I wanted to just kind of get a little bit more like on your relationship, bro, because like me, like I've been married a long time. I love that you've been married since you came out of high school, or you've been with the with your wife since high school, bro. To me, like that's beautiful. I love that, bro. I love being able to be around talking to people that have been married in that way because I
Mm.
think it needs to be shared, bro. In order for society to receive that too, they need to see that it's possible, right? I personally think that it's just a lot of selfishness when it comes to relationships and marriages. Either he's selfish, she's selfish, and it kind of like drives them, that builds a wedge between them. But I was just curious, bro, being like in a military and so far away from your wife all the time and everything, what are some of the things that you cherish and some of the things that you like to do, right, when you are home, right? Like, do you ever go on dates just your wife, and like what kind of things do those look like? What do you enjoy doing with her when you go out, and maybe you could give me some ideas so that I can take my wife on a date.
nah, it's the little things, man. Like you said, the times we are away, we're away. But like right now, like so we have a 3 bedroom, but this room is half the garage. So when we bought the house, the owners renovated half the garage to be a room. So I got my desk here, and my wife's desk is right here. So she knows I
Nice.
play a lot of video games. So she's like, she does, as you can tell in the background, there's a cricket, and she does cup things and everything.
Yeah.
And she sells it on Etsy and all that. But
Oh, cool, cool.
so
Oh.
she likes the I'm spending time with you, but I'm also not spending time with you. So like she likes being here. Like I have like when I play games, depending on if I'm playing by myself, I'm playing by myself. Headphones stay off. We just talk through about the day and everything. We do
Yeah.
the little things here and there. Like we go on walks every day. Just go talk about our day, so she could talk about my day, talk about her day. Um, Dates. I need to be better at that. I don't take on a lot of dates. Fucking but like if the kids aren't home, like so this Friday she doesn't have work. I don't have work on Friday, so I'll probably take the kids to school. Probably just take. I mean, Friday's Valentine's Day. Probably take her out for lunch. Go hang out for a couple hours without the kids. Go to see a movie if she wants to go see a movie. I
Mm.
usually just like if she wants to go out, she wants to go out. Like the biggest thing is like for that, it's like they don't want to like how let's go to Walmart, let's go to Target. Like obviously they're probably gonna go for a specific reason, but at the same time she wants to spend time with you. Like that's her way of spending time. Like let's go walk
Mhm.
around. And I would
Yeah,
say
I was noticing that she seems like, because I've learned that there is something called love languages, right? For example, for me, my love language is touch. I love being touched. I love cuddles. I love being hugged. I love being kissed. That's my love language. I give two shits about the gifts. Oh, well, that's not true. I like gifts, but I prefer the touch, the hugs over like you trying to tell me to turn it down. What the fuck you doing over there?
he's trying to touch you.
I'm touching you, homie.
Yeah.
He's trying to touch me. No, I mean, like honestly, bro. Like for example, whether like if it's just in general people, right? A handshake, like that kind of touch for homies, like that's why it's like the touch, right? With my wife, of course, it's different. But personally, like I think that that's the way that I like to show affection, show like that there's that level of trust, right? The touch. My wife likes the quality time, right? She likes it when I take the time to plan something, whether it's just a walk, right? Because it's something that we don't do, but she loves it when we go on walks, right? So quality time seems to be something that she really appreciates, and you just know how to give it to her. That's really
Right.
good, bro.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Is there anything else you do on the side? Like you got YouTubes, TikToks, you got any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I got YouTube with my son, which is also a TikTok. I do car detailing on the side too as well,
Nice.
just
Oh,
because
that's sick.
yeah, the army's not forever, and with the whole surgery I had, it was up in the air if I was gonna get med boarded out and everything. But yeah, I do. I got my own TikTok with my son. I got my own TikTok. Watch anime. Do a lot of reactions. I got my and YouTube and TikTok with my son, which we just started doing Pokemon cards. So TikTok is kind of more of a Pokemon card thing. So yeah, we be enjoying time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. We'll definitely get your links up there. You know, your TikTok, your YouTubes. Try and get you up there and everything else. I appreciate you coming in for the interview. You know, or whatever, just shooting the shit. You know, I really like calling it an interview because I hate being interviewed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But just shooting the
I
shit
was,
because this,
bro, I was out interviewing his ass. He goes like, "Dude, that was awkward, bro. Can we just shoot the
yeah.
shit?"
I'm not an
We're
interview
just-
type of
we're-
person. Yeah.
Nah, we're just Chicanos. We're just Chicanos chilling, bro.
So
Okay.
I appreciate your stories, man. I appreciate you sharing your family with us. You know, sharing
Hell yeah.
your military experience. Like I said, once again, I appreciate your service. I appreciate everything you do for us. And
I appreciate you guys for having me. It was fun.
hell
Hell yeah, bro.
hell yeah,
Let's go.
hell yeah.
LVC, it's Mendoza.
Yes, sir, Mexi. Appreciate you. Catch you
And we
guys
got
later.
Legendary Sannin, bro. Peace.